Hello, friends. My name's Michelle, and I call myself the Beauty Treasure Hunter. Today, I'm going to try out the new Clinique Balm. It is the Daily Calm Makeup Balm. I've worn this several times, so I have some thoughts on it. I also have new powder from Doll 10 and this adorable cream blush from Flower Nose. Got a new sunscreen. So if you want to see how I got this look, then hang right with me. All right, I'm going to start off today with this sunscreen that I found at my salvage store. And I'm going to pop up what I think is the same thing on Amazon. I really like this. I've already tried it out. It is nice and watery. It is a chemical sunscreen. It's Korean. But see how it just, ooh, it's just, I love the watery ones. And I'm going to mix a little bit of this NYX Buttermelt Glaze. I picked this dark color up at my salvage store for 49 cents. So I'm going to attempt to make a little tinted sunscreen. And this is a dark shade of the Buttermelt Glaze, number 10, Chocolate Butter. So here's what they look like. And I'm hoping to get the consistency of, kind of like a watery bronzer. And that's kind of looking like what I've got. So let's see if it leaves any color behind. I think it is. And this has no scent, but it just feels glorious, not greasy or anything. So if I could create a product that doesn't exist yet, this would be it. All right, I do think it gave just a smidge of color. And both of those were SPF of 30. No, the rice one is SPF of 50. But I would only count on the 30 since I mixed it with the 30. I'm going to go back to my Sorbet undershadow. Looks like this. It's nice and glossy, nice and moisturizing. This week I tinted my lashes, which didn't do much since they're so blonde and fine and you could still barely see them. But anyway, the tint was for brows and lashes, but I got black and I kind of forgot that. And so I brushed a little bit through my brows too, so they're extra dark. When I remembered, oh my goodness, it's black, I wiped it off. But it still took. So unless you have super, long, luxurious lashes, I don't think doing a tint helps very much. It might save you some money there. Okay, for my eyeshadow today, I'm going to use the palette by Morphe. This one's called Feast Your Eyes. It has kind of a, a coppery tone to it, and I like that for summertime. Gonna grab my Pro Domed Crease 26 in my View Art set. And I'm gonna go in with this lightest matte called Skin Contact. It's more on the pink side than the peachy side, I think. Now getting a little skinnier with the brush. This is a number 19, a tapered crease. And I'm gonna go in with this color right here called Sweet Sting. Okay, and I'm going to keep this brush and go down to Dark Paradise. And I'm just going to barely put the point of it in there. Go right on the outer corner in circles. And I'm going to grab this lip, pretty sure it's a lip brush. No, it's Precision Concealer number 45 in my View Art set. It is nice and flat. And I think I'm going to go back in with Dark Paradise just to line underneath my lower lash line. And I'll clean up in a minute. And now I'm going to go in with this shimmer right here. It's called Deeper. It's kind of coppery. Gonna try to hit the area that doesn't have any shadow in it yet. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna see how much different this middle shade is. That's kind of the star of the show. It's called Honey Blossom. And it really does look similar to me. This is the Honey Blossom, the middle one. So just a little bit lighter. So I think I will just take it and tap across the top. And I'll take my flat brush and just add a little bit of that to the lower lash line also. I have placed my mic in a different location today, so we'll see if my sound is any better. These makeup remover wipes are the bomb. I love them because they're $1.12 at Walmart. And if something can beat the Dollar Tree price and it's just as good or better, I'm all for it. All right. Gonna clean up a little bit and relax. And this reminds me, I need to do my under eye balm. Gonna go with my Głów multi balm. That's what it looks like. I really do think this makes a difference in how your concealer applies. So I'm gonna let that marinate a little while. And I'm going to use my LA Colors Brow Kit. I love it. This one's in medium because it also has like the charcoal. And this is a number 20 in my Beauty Art set. It also has a spoolie on the end, but I'm going to use the angled. And I kind of dip into the darker brown and the charcoal. That charcoal just keeps it from looking too warm. And if you're missing the tail of your brow, like I am, I just drag it down a little bit and you really can't tell. And I really appreciate when I get a tip from a viewer. So if you have any tips you think could help me in my technique, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm going to try something a little bit later that one of my viewers suggested. The first tip that I put into practice that I really, really like is waiting to do your finishing powder until after you've done your setting spray. That's a good tip. Okay, I picked up this Rare Beauty concealer. I think I got it off of IPSY, and this shade was on sale. This shade is 130 in, and this is a medium rounded slant 270 from a different Beauty Art set. And I have all the sets that I really like listed in my description, and the Beauty Art sets the quality is so good and the price is awesome. You absolutely do not have to have expensive tools. You just have to take care of the ones that you do have. Okay, a little bit of this goes a long way. So my 2 big dots were probably too much. I do like to try to conceal those veins that keep getting more prominent as time goes on. One of the things I like to do when I place a Sephora or Ulta order is check and see if they have any like free gifts available. And so I got a YSL Lash Clash mini mascara. So I'm going to try that on my bottom lashes. It's got a pretty big brush. But I like that. I like to wear sectionals on my upper lashes, and I can get up to 5 days wear. And I use the Kiss Super Stick Lash Glue. It's the one that says up to 5 days wear. Okay, I'm going to plaster down my brows with some Wet n Wild Mega Stay in clear. And for my foundation today, you know, I love a good balm. And so when I saw that Clinique came out with their balm, the Daily Calm Makeup Balm, it sounded like a dream. I need calming to go on my skin. And I got it in the shade Light Medium. And I have been liking a brush application, but the brush I like to do balms with is this number 64 by Buart, because it has a few little extra longer fibers at the end, and it just helps really get the balm down into the pores nicely. And this is a smidge dark, but you know, I think it shears out nicely. Now, this is not a foundation I would pick to go to an event where I had to have it perfect, you know, for hours at a time. This is a nice everyday foundation. Let's test my little spot back here. A pretty good coverage with a pounce. Still having to be careful around my nose. I am almost Tuesday, it'll be 3 weeks out from nasal surgery, and I have survived. The jury is still out on whether it is fixed to my water faucet nose, because while you're healing, you know, your mucous membranes in your nose are in overdrive, so I won't know if it's fixed me until about the 3-month mark, I think is what they say. Okay, so I'm feeling nice and moist. A little bit too moist for my liking. Okay, for my contour today on my nose, I'm going to use this by Kimchi Chic. It's called FN Sculpt. Mine is in the light shade. So it's just one of those skinny ones, but it's handy for the nose, Cupid's bow, the lip. But for the rest of my face, I'm going to use this Revlon Glimmer Tinted Moisturizer Stick, but in the shade, in the darkest shade, it's 170. So it's like, you know, it's like a moisturizer, so it's not as creamy, it's more glossy, and it blends very nicely. See my wrinkle there? I like to follow that wrinkle and then come down the neck just a little bit. And I picked up this cool little elf brush. It's called just the sculpting brush, and they have another one of a similar shade. Okay. But I kind of like this one better. It is a tad more expensive, but I got mine at my salvage store, so soft. I got these adorable cream blushes, and this is by Flower Nose, the Little Angel collection. This one is in shade 4, Rose Ashes, and number 1, Flaming Heart. So I think I'll go with Flaming Heart today, and 1147 for that one. It's embossed so pretty, you hate to just mess it up, but alas, the color's so nice. For my bronzer today, I'm going to use my Kiko Milano Flawless Fusion Bronzer Powder in shade 8. There's what it looks like. It's a nice, cool, light shade. And my number 50 brush for that. And I think doing a little bit of blush and bronzer underneath my eyes helps hide my eye bags and send them backward. If you put a really light shade on your eye bags, they're just going to pop forward. And I got this Doll 10 TCE Super Coverage Serum Powder. This one's in Fair. Gonna try it out under the eyes first. Gonna use number 56 for that. Here comes the tip that one of my viewers said I should try, to just kind of go underneath right here to kind of chisel out my cheek. And I do like that. I'm going to switch to a puff and just press into the pores. Still using the Doll 10. Okay, I picked up some Pixi makeup fixing mist. So I'm going to give that a whirl today. That has a nice scent to it. And I'm going to go back to a tried and true finishing powder. This one's by Melt. It is the Glazed Skin Sheer Finishing Powder. Here's what mine looks like. I've been using a Real Techniques 091. And I love how this doesn't leave me completely matte. It has a little bit of a sheen. And I got this Ciele highlighter. It's got SPF in it. It's the Glow and Protect. And I'll have to pop up what shade this is. It's kind of a champagne gold. And now let's do some lips. I found this Colorgram tint. I got this at my Marshall's. It is the Fruity Water Tint in shade 6. And I think it's Chic Jujube. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. So that's going to stain a little bit. And then over the top, I got this High Key Gloss by Kimchi Chic. And this one is in the shade 11 Summer Plum. And I just love how opaque that color is. But of course, I always love a sparkly gloss. So this is by LA Girl. It's the Lumilicious in Glow Up. So it kind of looks lavender. But it's just a good sparkle. So here's my final look for the day. It feels very comfortable. Doesn't feel like a mask. So I really do like the Clinique Balm. I'll have to insert footage of how well it wears today. And I like the eyeshadow color. And I know it kind of, you wouldn't think you would do a pink with a peach, but I don't think it's too crazy. So thank you for watching today. I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourself so that you can take care of others, and I hope you see me next time.